streaming of Ghanaian films online. Now, in an interview with Ghana Web's Entertainment, Isaac Dadzie, is that Kwame Dadzie's brother?
I don't know.
Is that Kwame Dadzie's brother? Okay. Ola said that most Ghanaians who watch Ghanaian films online are those living outside the country because data is cheaper for them. Now, he said the situation in Ghana he contrasted the situation in Ghana with that of Nigeria, where he said filmmakers are making movies for YouTube, cinema, and Netflix are enjoying a large audience base. If I, as a producer, want to get my film on a streaming platform, let's say on YouTube, how many Ghanaians are going to watch the film, especially if it's in 1 hour? Because people will be thinking about how much data they are going to spend watching this movie, he said. He advised that filmmakers who want to use the YouTube should make their films shorter, preferably less than 10 minutes to attract more viewers. That is why we advise those who are doing YouTube things to break it down to a maximum of 10, at least so that they will get people will get enticed to watch it. This morning, I'm trying to see if we can get Ola on the line for a conversation on this. But then in the studio, I have Kwame Dadzie, I have Mr. Edem Chotome, and Ria seated. But let me see, Ola is on the line. Hello, Senior.
Hey, bro.
Senior.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Bibia Boko Senior. Pacho Onswe.
I don't.
Nice. This morning, your story is in our system, and we're about to process it. But then we want further we want clarification on it. If you can provide further and better particulars. You're saying that Ghanaian movies can survive online?
Yeah, in the current dispensation, it can survive. I mean, everybody in the studio knows that we are really having challenges with our data charges. And look, the system is so hard that I don't know why I would want to buy, say, 2 gig or more to watch a single film. It is difficult. People are struggling to barely feed, and they wouldn't even want to spend half or even a quarter of their earnings on streaming films online. So the basic challenge for the streaming is and will always be data charges.
Okay.
Yeah, I was checking with my friends, few friends that I have in Nigeria, and their data charges are so cheap. It's next to free. Next to free. So if you see them streaming and watching stuff, it's not because maybe they are doing anything extraordinary in terms of the production and creativity. It's only because they have almost next to free data, especially on the Globe platform, which is a Nigerian company. So they are enjoying free data mostly, and they are enjoying cheap data rates. But here, just last year, our data charges were also increased, because they are also complaining that their charges on their services, increased taxes, which has led to them also increasing. People used to buy 10 cities Ghana, 10 cities MTN data, then they were getting about 900 megabytes or so.
Yeah.
But now go and check. Those of us that were doing monthly $3.99 were giving about almost 300 gig or so. But now go and check. It's almost half. So why would I want to use the little that I have to go watch a certain movie, a Ghanaian movie? The only reason why some people are surviving online, it has to do with the fact that we have a lot of Ghanaians outside who want to catch up with things that are happening in the country, especially the entertainment side. And so they, having cheaper data rates, are able to watch for us to get some small coins to chop. If not, if you are dependent on the Ghanaian or the local market to stream, Kenya, we are dead.
Some social media users have weighed in on this conversation, claiming that it's not really about high data cost. Some are saying that it also goes to a larger extent the content and the quality of content that are being delivered by Ghanaian movies or movie makers. Do you agree to that?
They could have a point. I will not totally disregard that. But the truth of the matter is that if I am supposed to invest in a certain, script, and my sole point of getting my revenue is on a streaming platform, and I know that even if I put that on a streaming platform, I'm not going to make any money. I'm actually running losses already. So why would I invest so much money into my production and at the end of the day lose? So what they are saying or what they are complaining about, which is legit and very true, that some of the productions are not really good, it's also because they are not making much money. So they don't want to invest everything they have in there. We did that some few years ago, and most of my producers are sick. Some are bedridden. Some are, having stroke and all that because of the pressure and the stress. Some have sold their properties because they had the faith, don't worry, it will work. Let's put more money. They took bank loans and all, and some have lost their properties to banks.
Wow.
So why would anybody want to invest so much when I'm not getting anything out of my investment? So if they are complaining, it's true. But they also should understand that people do not want to put everything in there because they don't know how much they are getting out. Those that stand the chance to gain a bit from this streaming platform, but specifically in this conversation that I'm bringing up, has to do with YouTube, is because they don't invest much. You see all these likey guys and all that started these short films and skits. It's just one camera, and they will just be panning left, right, center. The content is not in the production, but the content is in what you are enjoying from maybe their dialogues. You laugh with it, and then you just go release your stress. They were not looking at quality. They were looking at just putting something out there for people to laugh with. And now, of course, people shoot with phones. People are shooting with all sort of gadgets that, it's not like when we were doing fun and people were complaining, we're not using quality equipment. You are not using quality equipment, but they forgot that people could even use iPhones to shoot. And it will still be quality. Quality is not always in the gadget. It's about the one who is handling the gadgets.
So what is the way out?
The way out is maybe, first of all, if you want to survive on the streaming on the internet, we should probably see how maybe government can help. Maybe. Because I know they won't mind it, but let me just say, maybe how government can help to reduce data charges, because they are killing us. Even those that are not streaming, watching anything online, they are killing us. Look, I know Hitz FM. I've been with Hitz FM some years back. I know how the numbers were doing in live programs like this. I mean, the social media guys will tell you, everything has reduced. Most of the streaming numbers that we used to have doing programs and live programs and all, they have reduced. Some totally about 50% reduction, some even about 70%. So the people are asking themselves, why would I waste money to watch when I can just listen? But what about those that are not here to listen? Those that can't get access to radio, they may have to watch, but they also have to think about how much am I spending to watch DJ Slim and Kwame Dazi and Edem and all those people that are giving wonderful ideas and suggestions. They are also thinking about how much money they have to invest in there. Then they contrast that with their needs and their burden, and they realize, let's push entertainment stuff to the back and just concentrate on things that will bring them their livelihood. So it's a general issue that I think that if maybe they could find a way for us to get reduced data rates, it will help, because we are looking at having a very maybe 50% internet rate, penetration rate every year. But if it's expensive, how are you going to penetrate? How the people who are probably ending about 200 Ghana cedis at salary or 300, especially those that do the Momo, how are they going to enjoy anything on the internet? How are they going to learn from the internet? There are so many free courses and classes on internet. How are they going to benefit from it? I've seen people who learn how to braid, how to do makeup and everything from YouTube. They learned it from there, and they are making a living out of it. But now they can't do that because it's expensive. Yet they can also pay the schools, or they can't pay their school fees to go and learn there. So you see, it's not just about the industry or the creative industry. It goes beyond the creative industry. Okay. People in the offices that are supposed to be using the internet to maybe have Zoom meetings and have the document shared and video calls and all these things, they are all complaining. Data charges are way too high. How can we survive?
Well, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. I hope the government hears this and decides to move accordingly.
FAO. Yeah,
Thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Well, Ola is a broadcaster and movie producer, and he shares his sentiments on Ghanaian movies surviving online. In the studio, Kwame Dazi, Mr. Edem Chotome, and Ria are seated, and we're about to dive into the conversation. And I think I would like to set the tone on this one. I do agree to a larger extent But then, you make a living. Kwame Dazi, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Everything cool.
I'm good.
Are you on social media, like proper social media proper?
Me?
Do you provide content on social media?
I sleep there.
You sleep there. You provide content. You provide video content on social media.
Yeah.
And how do people? How the length of the first and foremost the length, average length.
If you do a video that is maybe more than 5 minutes, you might not get the number of views that you want.
Okay.
So you usually would have to maybe give them video of a length. About 3 or 4 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think that COVID brought something. COVID taught us something, and that is the fact that we live in a virtual society now, and everybody can operate wherever they are with what they are doing, without even moving closer to the individuals who they are targeting.
Okay.
And with that, I thought perhaps by this time we would have actually maximized that particular incident that happened about 4 years ago to really make some gains from the internet or digital media. But it appears that the economy, the economic indicators, the constraints, the financial difficulties are really making this aspect of our life very difficult. Now, even apart from movies, music, same thing. Because here we are in this creative system or economy where almost everything we do now has to be through the internet to reach the next person.
Yeah.
Your music, your dance videos, comedy, movies, whatever. But the person who is going to pay to watch you, one, is going to pay more to watch you, or has to pay more to watch you. And even the internet service is not smooth enough, is not fast enough for the person to watch and enjoy what they are watching. So 2 problems now. The person is paying more, yet the service is not that quality.
Okay.
So if I want to just go online and learn something, because in the past I used to go online on YouTube to learn so many things about my work, things that will entertain me, educate me. But now you can't do that. If you want to do that, you need to do that at the office. But office time is when you need to work. So when you go home and at your leisure you want to just learn something, go on the internet, you can't do that because the internet is expensive and not fast enough for you. So it is constricting our ability to be on the internet and do what we want to do with the internet. Now, Ghana has an internet penetration of about 71%. That is representing about 22 or 23 million out of the 32 million people in Ghana. That is fair. That is good.
Yes,
if about 70% people have access to the internet in Ghana, it means that whatever we want to do through the internet can target or reach our target audience.
Yeah.
But the people, their economic conditions don't match up to this penetration so much. So in as much as even Ghanaians have higher penetration of the internet than Nigeria, they have higher number. And so if they put anything online, there are a lot of people who are going to watch and consume than Ghanaians. So I believe that by extension, and I've heard some people from the telcos or some executive from the telcos say that this particular situation is not basically their fault because they also live in a system that has economic indicators that affect whatever they do. So if they are charging you this particular amount for data, it is informed, it's as a result of all the factors that go into the production of their service.
Yeah.
So we can't really blame these telcos too much. We can blame the Ghanaian economy, the Ghanaian system. And if our leaders really think that having cheaper internet connectivity or internet service in this country is very, very crucial to our development as a nation, education-wise, entertainment, recreation, and all that, I think there is a way they can go about it so that as a people, we can have easy access to internet. Okay? And by extension, I'm not even trying to limit this to the creative arts alone, because people out there, some students who need to study, who need to go on the internet and do their research, are also there. Now, because we live in a global village and a new age, everybody is learning through the internet. Our kids, our children in school, even from the primary school level, are all going on the internet. And here, like the situation, we cannot even pay for the internet we use. So I think that this is a wake-up call. Ola has lost faith in government, coming to our rescue. But I think that regardless, we still need to drum home the concerns and let them know that this is crucial. We can really improve upon this. If you want to maximize our potential, we want to help the citizens actually make some good out of internet. We need to make sure that it is very accessible, it is cheaper for them, and then we see how that pans out. But honestly, our creative industry people are suffering. And I would want to also say that if this is the situation whereby you cannot even have people patronize your services and what you do, your product as in a creative artist, because they cannot buy online. I think as a creative, you should also put some price and value on what you do. Because as we speak now, if Edem Mensah wants to come MC your program, or DJ Slim wants to come DJ for you right now, DJ Slim is a whole product. He's a whole creative arts material that is also providing services for you. But or charge you by 10K because it's too much. You can't pay. But DJ Slim or Edem Mensah lives in a system which has a high cost of living.
Yeah.
When Slim puts his videos on YouTube for people to watch, he may not even get a lot of people watch the videos because these people can't buy or they can't purchase the data. Meanwhile, when he charges you, when you come for interview and he says, okay, you pay this amount of money so that I can use it to balance the equation. Because, it is too high. So it is about time that once we are all suffering and going through some challenges, we should also accept and admit that a creative needs to eat.
Yeah.
Into your charge, you will not say mood. You need to know why the person is doing that, because at the end of the day, or the name look at internet, how many people are going to stream the song? Okay, so let's appreciate all these dynamics and see the worth or the value of the creative in this industry or in this country. Still we have high cost of living and high data charges and all that needed. Let's respect everybody's craft and the value that comes with it.
Adam,
here.
Everything cool?
Yeah. Cool thing, so Nana. Yeah, there is when it comes to the data issues, there is a serious challenge. But some also think that it is for the economic good, because if you look at our telco setup, there is what we call the SMP. That is significant market player, and there is a non-SMP. So if you look at the company with the highest share in our telco space, it is MTN, with over 55% of market share. Yeah, I mean close to 60% of market share. I mean,
I think a couple of years,
since 2022,
they talked about 20
because of that
plus.
they have been declared SMP. I think since 2020, and what the SMP declaration means is that they want to save other telcos because MTN is leading the space. Now, as an SMP, you don't need to charge the prices of your product does not need to be equal to other competitors. So it means you, as an SMP, you need to hike your prices. You understand? So to save other companies, they feel like if your prices are lower or cheaper, the other telcos will die, which they think will cause unemployment and other things, repercussion economically. So when they made MTN SMP, in the NCA said it saved other companies, Vodafone, Airtel, Tigo, and others, and they were able to save monies. I mean, if you look at the report they presented, the asymmetric increase in terms of their revenues. So MTN, as an SMP, recently, when they released a statement increasing their data tariffs, where the 399 is now 350, but reduced to like 92 gig, they indicated that as a result of their SMP status, And that means that you cannot price as other companies. You need to hike your prices so
As to
other,
save,
other people can breathe.
Yeah.
Because you've led the market for many years. So you are, and that is where the problem is. Where the majority are there, and because of their SMP status, which has been passed by an act of parliament, it's like they keep going high with their rate. This is where we need thought leadership from the players. We were here the other time, we called the GRE. They were talking about, the income tax to, the streaming platform and the other tax component for those who are consuming. And aside that, when it comes to the telcos, there is the CST, which is also another form of a tax on data. So when you look at the SMP, you look at the CST, and other taxes, business operational taxes. I think they are. That's why even DSTV in Ghana and other countries, you see that other countries are cheaper, and people want to even. You see that, and I want to talk about. We want to distance from other countries.
They know.
Yeah, people want
don't act as if they don't. They know.
Reactivate or
People are activating their DSTV
through
from
other countries.
Yeah,
You are,
Nigeria
because in maybe in those countries they are not maybe paying CST, but here the operator is paying CST aside other charges. You understand? So communication service tax. So some of these policy initiatives lead to the price build-up, and it is why we need thought leadership. So those in the movie industry, those in the act, if you have, that's why this thing, you cannot talk about it without government agencies. This is your talk. They may listen, but so if you have a strong agency, all the various industry players who have been affected, you can make your case to them.
Okay.
Then this strong agency tables it to a colleague government agency. It goes to the ministry. And since these things were made by act of parliament and other things, it goes to this same parliament for a relook. But if you do not have these strong agencies, where do you take your issue to? These issues will not end up anywhere for even consideration. You understand? Recently, we heard that there is a letter has been written from the Ministry of Finance to Gridco, to ECG and Netco to add VAT component to electricity. What did we see? Then or TUC press conference. By end of January, if this is not reversed, we will hit the streets. The strike, which is coming, we don't see some before. Yesterday, the Ministry of Finance has issued another statement that there is going to be stakeholder consultation
Before the introduction of the
VAT.
Or the VAT on
Electricity.
Okay.
The government, because a strong body has risen up, now they organize a press conference with all the various key stakeholders. The nurse and the midwife were talking, these people were talking. Now the government say, hey, now they've told ECG, they've told Netco, relax. We want to further engage. You do not have strong bodies. So you are not able to shake the government.
They have the Film Producers Association.
Oh, the word is emphasis.
Strong.
Adjective, strong. You do not have strong bodies. Campaign.
James Abuaje will not be happy with you.
The bodies they do campaign.
But
If you campaign
Edem,
bodies,
Edem,
2024.
this morning, I don't know why you're doing this, but are you trying to say that we don't have a body?
We have bodies. We don't have strong bodies.
They are not strong.
They are strong when it comes to campaign. You go see if campaign they come, you go see. You make your day. You go see the tweet where you go come. You go see the endorsement
Creative
videos.
Arts for Change, please. Creative Arts for Change.
So,
Why are you shocked?
So,
but I'm just sure.
so
They are there.
because of
I know
that,
what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
you are not able.
Allow the man to speak.
They are strong during campaign period, and because of that, they are not able to shake the system.
Talk that thing the way they are not strong. Why won't defend it? Talk that thing. Why you swear? Oh.
Tell me, say we don't have strong bodies.
Go ahead.
Pack is strong.
So
Tripod. Okay, no.
strong as in articulating the right thing. You are not able to. So you see TUC, as TUC, one press conference, government say we are going to further engage. These are the bodies I'm talking about. I want to see bodies who can organize one press conference and they will say, hey, yes, this telco is SMP, but we want to engage so that they do something about their pricing. Oh, there is CST, but because of the concerns you've raised, we want to reduce the communication service tax because it is having adverse effect on your business. You have brought us, show working, like he said. You've brought us, the show working. You've shown working to see that, this is having dangerous adverse effects. Until we get to this point, they will implement, they will pass these draconian policies which come to hold us in the neck without recourse to us. So we need to think about our advocacy. We need to see ourselves as business and not government apparatchiks and government, in bed with government. Because when it happens like that, when things are going wrong against your business, they know that you serve your business now. You don't see it as your business, but you are seeing it as a next branch of a party.
A party?
Yes. Until when the elections, it's time for election, then go sort you for there. But after that, then go cripple your business. So, this is an important issue we need to discuss.
Yeah.
I want it to go beyond just, radio.
For change will help us.
It needs to go beyond just radio because these are serious policy measures which needs legislation to reverse and other things. Until we do that, we will have to find another way. That is where I'm coming to. Because the streaming platform also allows you to reach other markets. Now, I see it as an opportunity. If your region is not giving you the space for more people to stream, you have an opportunity to reach other countries who, like he said in Nigeria, they have the cheaper data.
Yeah.
So the streaming platform becomes an avenue for you to reach out to them.
Yeah.
So you need to ensure you are packaging your product for other markets and not just sitting in Ghana send it there, but you need to activate yourself well in those markets. That's why that Nigerian the guy who does the skits later came to Ghana to do one with Yvonne Nelson, and the other guy too who wears blue.
Sabinus.
He also come to Ghana. He is activating himself in the Ghanaian market. He comes to, so you two don't just shoot and think you are packaging. Activate yourself in their markets.
That's a good point.
So make sure you are activating yourselves
because people can't watch it here.
And recently I saw yes. Yes, was name Mucheche Kuma Bodam Fifi aye who is all drama Europe. Because now you see that the Ghanaians abroad are significant. They've been going to Dubai, they've been going to France. Yes. Because you see that, when you see that you have a certain market or target market somewhere, you also need to make sure that there is that neo-marketing aspect of you to ensure you get them endeared to your heart and you keep the trust of you and them. So find a way to reach out to those markets. And some of the companies like Farmhouse, a quick one, like Farmhouse, they have their own farm movie app. Sparrow also has the Sparrow Station movie app, which is ensuring that they are still in the market. So, the other alternative, Ola himself did a movie some time ago, and, make sure that they did some screening on other platforms.
Hey, Ola.
Yeah. Man. Oh, they are moving on. The movie which had...
I'm not doubting that. I know he's into movies, but...
He is a movie producer.
I know.
Yes.
That's how I
I've forgotten the title of the movie. Nchebe.
Oh, and I'm
it was a good movie.
It was?
Yes, and they screen it at various national theaters and other things. So I think we need to inculcate some of these things, screening across the country in another way, in as much as we are putting it on online platform. May that's it.
on him.
This one, the past lecture.
At long last, the battle has ended.
Lecture has
We
landed.
forgive him extra sheets, sir.
Ria.
Yes, please.
Ria, your thoughts on this?
For me, I think one thing that will run through all our submissions is the fact that the internet has become a very integral part of all our lives. Okay, from education to entertainment to whatever it is, it has become a very integral part of our lives. So now, I believe that when it comes to the entertainment, Ghanaians use their data for what triggers their interest. That's the gospel truth. Because if you say they don't have data, or according to your research, Ghanaians don't have data to watch all these movies on whatever platforms. Most of the you mentioned Dr. Likey, right? Let's say I stand corrected. Like 80% of their viewers are Ghanaians because what? They have 80% of their viewers are Ghanaians because they use the Ghanaian language or Akan in their skits. You understand me? And if you go on their pages, they have millions of views.
Yes.
Isn't it the same Ghanaians that are watching?
Exactly.
When you go on Netflix, okay, the Nigerian most of the Nigerian movies out there, Ghanaians watch it. All right. So I will not solely put it on the prices of data. I would also put it on maybe the marketing of our movies. You understand me? Let me generate because you go on TikTok, and if you go to the Akan or the Ghanaian side of TikTok where they are speaking to you, people are going live. Okay, people are going live on TikTok, and it is data that they are using, isn't it? Yes, you were talking about the telcos having like high costs of data and all that. I agree because I spent 319, almost 400 CDs. Almost, yes.
For less.
Yes, for data.
Yeah.
You understand? So I
And get lesser gigs this time.
Yes.
The gigs are like around
But then there are
95.
95,
but then
right?
there are some packages
Then I've
with
reduced the things I can download.
with the
There won't be anything I download
telecommunication network that I use. They have some packages, but even that I don't get my data's worth, my money's worth. Let me put it that way. You understand? So there's something to be looked at over there. I didn't think much of my data until I decided to pursue higher learning. Okay. And with my research, I think you would understand with my research and other things that I was supposed to gather for my schoolwork, that's when I realized that no, I really need data. And sometimes to at least give us our money's worth with even the quality of data that we are getting. You could be watching something like Netflix, then all of a sudden it will stop, then it will start buffering. You check your data, you check your router, whatever it is, and then you realize that it is not that you don't have data. You have data, but it is just patchy. You get me? So my father lives outside the country, and in the country where he lives, the whole country is has Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Yes, and you see that
what a country.
Compared to Ghana, you see that the development is even higher. So from education, technology, every single thing is higher. I mean, they don't have two hits. It is something that we can accomplish here as a country. So, Ola is Mr. Ola, is making a salient point. But I also think that the marketing and the quality of the movies plays a vital role. Yes, plays a vital role, because if they have the interest in it, wherever they will find the data, they will find the data to listen to it or watch it.
Issues there. I was about to provide stats to this claim.
Okay.
Because I run a YouTube channel. Yeah. And last year, I think I established here in Accra in somewhere April, right? So from April to December, we were able to have around 6.3 million people watching our content. And Ghana is the primary market.
Yeah.
That constitutes over 70% of my viewership. Yeah. And also my subscribership.
Sure.
So it this issue is kind of dicey, knowing perfectly that I do have content on my channel that has an average of 15 minutes. Because with my Loud Lounge, I mean, it's an extensive talk. My interviews with what's the name, Kojo Q, my interviews with Arnold, Bulldog. These are interviews that have a duration of over 1 hour to 2 hours. But then you check at the back end and you realize that people watch, they stay throughout. Average watch time, like, it's crazy. So I'm on the fence when it comes to this issue,
The
and
interest,
then I'm.
Do you know that the average people who stay and watch are not Ghanaians? If you also go to the back end and analyze it very well, you will find out that the people who are actually watching it that lengthy period are not from here.
Okay, so that is exactly exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm just having when it comes to internet, I'm having issues trying to get into the background for you to see. Surprisingly,
They are Ghanaians.
They are Ghanaians.
Sir?
Yeah.
Living in Ghana.
We did a little check on.
No, it could differ from one.
Ghanaians living in Ghana.
So then
that's a good question.
Okay, that's a good question. So
on the content.
So now
Ghanaians living in Ghana are
fantastic. So for YouTube, this is what it will give you. YouTube will let you know where the IP is pointing from.
Yeah.
So if the IP is from Ghana, automatically it's from Ghana. If there's a Ghanaian watching from United States of America, it will give me the United States IP.
Yeah.
So that is where I'm on the fence a little bit, because looking at the number of millions that tune in to watch some of these content, I'm like, so how does it happen?
But that doesn't take the fact away that it's still high.
Yeah, it's still high. Exactly.
Regardless of who's watching what.
Yes, it's still high.
Definitely. What is top data the shape?
Yeah. And there was a point.
No. Let's say it as it is.
There was a point Ola was making that comparably, like the normal has reduced.
Yeah.
It's not like it's non-existent.
And I do side
saying
with
those
you.
who stand on.
Even Facebook Live, the number of people that used to come on Facebook Live to watch, radio interviews and all that. I know the numbers have dropped, but then people are picky. Things that actually trigger their interest, they will jump in on it.
That's why I say, boys, they buy internet. We just say we cannot mention the matter, but they watch the matter.
They beg.
Nana Pomugashi, your thoughts on this issue?
My thoughts is, I side with Ola. Data is extremely high in this country.
Crazy.
Like, it is extremely high. Where people of over 35 on paper, 35 million, and I mean, take, you have like 60% of us who are actually phone friendly and all those. If you go to the urban areas and things, they are not really interested too much with what we do. They don't go by it so much, but the concentrated areas are the Accra, the Kumasi, the Takoradi, the Koforidias, the central parts at which you find the capitals, regional capitals and things. That's why you might find people who consume data that much, But like our brother explained, you don't blame the service providers too much. My younger brother used to work at DSTV, and I used to argue Ken that why are you guys like your prices so high?
Yeah.
And he explained to me the charges that government puts on their operations before they could stream to us. It's ridiculous. They too end up not really making anything if they don't hike their prices. They end up, so the call here must go to government. You understand? The call must directly go to the government. They should see inside for us. If that's the normal language we can speak for them to hear. Because if I am so stiff tight in this country, electricity is killing me, water is killing me, petrol is killing me, everything is killing me, and data to go kill me.
If you want to get visa to leave too, they say no.
What's happening? Like, yo, come on. The ordinary masses don't have this amplifier. They don't have this medium to amplify what they are really going through. Yeah. So some of us that get the chance must not speak for ourselves, but speak for the masses. And let bodies who actually matter know that the matter small like that. It's really tight. the data that we used to get when we used to buy 399 on our bundles has reduced drastically.
Charlie.
And right now, the prices has even skied to 4 something. I mean, it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Companies are really folding on. Companies are really folding in this country. Like, yo, it's tough. And everything we say tantamounts to the taxes. Right now, even electricity says you can't pay tax on electricity.
Charlie.
I mean, the
charges on it too.
the way in which this particular administration has gone hard on taxes. I mean, yes, we have to pay taxes. You can't run away from it. You can't live in a society where you don't pay taxes. But I think they have to sit down properly and look at the pool at which people are paying taxes from. The pool is too narrow. So then they fixate it on people who actually can afford.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
They put it on the people who they think and assume can afford. And we're all suffering.
So
Like-
you feel if they broaden the base,
There should be a way, there should be a structure at which everybody, one way or the other, can find himself paying some taxes to loosen up the wheel of taxes in this country. Because every country runs via taxes. Your developments, your everything run via taxes. You cannot run away from it, you know. So we should find a proper measure, you know, that we can structure this thing well. Because if we don't, I don't think NDC will come and then they will change anything.
No.
Nothing is going to change.
Yeah.
They are probably even going to make it a bit stiffer. Because if they needed to work, they needed to move, they needed to pay salaries. So then they would have to find a way of taxing, charging, putting, value on these things so that they squeeze it out of us. But the more they do that, the more we cry, the more we go hungry, the more a lot of things cease. The entertainment world actually is driven from data.
exactly.
The whole entertainment world revolves around data. If you want to do TikTok, what is it?
TikTok. The first tick. If we tag with the follow.
You understand? We don't be our world, so we don't even know what they do for that. If you want to do YouTube, you want to do Instagram, anything you want to do, anything.
It's data driven.
Like you said, some people might want to listen to us this morning, but they'll have to limit themselves. Because ultimately, for any data, we're not, how would he do WhatsApp? How would he do the rest of the stuff? It's very painful. So
There's another side of the conversation from Tony Asankuma, who's a film journalist, and he's saying that the thing about Netflix, I mean, with direct respect to what Ola talked about, he's saying the thing about Netflix is we don't have a Ghanaian modern day distributor or marketer for our films. We have to rely on either Nigeria or South Africa distributor to get the Ghanaian films onto Netflix. So they will certainly prioritize their films over Ghanaian content. And
exactly. Why don't we have?
I think I was at a forum at a multi-choice some time ago, and that issue came up that it's about time even NAFTI introduced movie distribution as a course. So to have a lot of these youth going into that
course,
area.
practicality.
I mean, the interest, if you go learn for school, I mean, you'll be pushed to. So he said everything is about the production.
I'm not cutting
But
you.
after the production,
I'm not
understand what you're
cutting
saying,
you.
no.
Half of the
Let's-
After the
students that come
product-
from NAFTI and School of
Let's walk
Performing
the
Arts
talk.
are not even in
Please,
the entertainment
point
industry.
of correction. Let me
Oh,
correct
God.
you on something before we move on. The title of the Ola's movie is Madhouse.
Madhouse.
Yes, Madhouse.
So I think distribution is also important. And there is one guy, Peter Sedufia, who does some of this distribution to some of these companies for some of the Ghanaian producers. He says that when he does it for some, they either don't see the need to pay the commission,
Yeah.
or
I've heard that
you
complaint.
understand?
Yeah.
They don't want to pay the commission. Either they don't see the need, or they slow you. I go pay, and you don't go hear from them. So when it happens like this, if he also gets another platform somewhere, he doesn't want to open it up to anyone. a few. He either does it for himself or a few people. So
Attitude.
I mean, we
Charlie.
that thing too. Charlie, that thing for happen for, they happen for the job inside our system. If the money come, one person won't set up. Just make sure you distribute it fairly. So that
is Kubralism. Pedrito joins us, watching us on Facebook, saying Dr. Likey's production are watched mostly by Ghanaians in foreign lands because data is cheap here.
Is it privy to the analytics?
Yeah, saying why do you think they came to Europe to make it work? He said I'm at work right now in UK.
Is the person who has access to the back end.
I get to tour Europe a lot, and I can tell you for a fact, every house you go.
No, I can say the person who can tell
I'm telling
the person
you,
who can really tell which people have the highest number of. The American announcers here. Ni obetimi aka kire o say nipa omohwe me content pan you know. The person who has access to the back end.
That is what I said. And
back end that real in extent that
that is the real stat that you can get.
I'm on the fence when it comes to this issue, knowing perfectly that I have a channel and I've seen the analytics. And sometimes it becomes, oh, my brother, why?
Relax.
Open bread.
Are they bread and egg? No, they.
No. Hold on. So when you get to see the analytics and you get to see that, okay, yes, people, I do understand that data charges are extremely high. Because Charlie, I can say this on radio. Last month, I had to buy data worth 2,000 plus.
Oh, relax. Oh, you guys.
No, data over 2,000 Ghana cedis just last month alone. And if just last month alone, because Charlie, you they upload, you they share, I do understand that. But then, with respect to exactly what Ola is saying, that Charlie, if you put it online, they no go can't watch.
If you not think like this.
Yes, if we are advocating, we do have to advocate for data charges to be brought down. Yeah. Charlie, that one.
Find a way to get them to watch.
But if they are interested, bro, have you been on TikTok to see?
It's like a guy who's interested in a guy. He go give him in last money. Where you know go chop. Oh, a girl. I mean, I know some guy from my area. He take
please,
money, give girl
respect to Trisco.
Yeah.
One for Trisco.
You know something?
One for Trisco.
He feed the girl morning, afternoon, evening. Morning. Later, the guy get ulcer.
Oh, I know the chop.
Where the girl go take another guy.
But that's not something we would advocate.
So what I'm saying is that if the thing is interesting, at times he will not even think about it later. He go finish, he go say, hey, my data is gone. They see that. So you can ensure you make it appetizing to these people. And they will not even they may even forget the data charges. So I mean, we need to try and balance it so that we will still be in business.
Star 281 hash this morning. We're giving we're giving 1,000 Ghana cedis. Star 281 hash so that you can get money to buy data. And
and watch Madhouse online.
Madhouse did Netflix or. You know the Netflix.
I'm not sure it's on Netflix.
Well, we're about to activate the phone lines for listeners to also come through and share their thoughts on this issue. 03022165568. That is 03022165568 or 03022165567 or 05488411039. That is 05488411039. This one is saying. Slim Ashes is right. So far as it's in your interest, you enjoy the content, you spend to watch it. Indeed, it's expensive, but it's like fuel for your phone. You don't have a choice. Hashtag Daybreak Hitz.
Slim, Tony says Madhouse is on Showmax. So.
It's on Showmax. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Showmax is also the app for DSTV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And they also have.
Is
it? Yeah.
But that one also requires data for you to be able to watch it, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm on Showmax.
You're on Showmax. Mm-hmm. And then Ola give we analytics on it because as a content producer, he should provide analytics on the number of people that's been able to watch Madhouse so far on Showmax. Let me go to Shashi and speak to Ronnie. Hello, Ronnie.
Good morning, Slim.
How are you doing, sir?
No, I'm good.
Nice one. Your thoughts on this issue?
So the thing is, with concern to your streaming, most of we the youth, we stream to you, Sheldon and those useful guys with the matters that interest us. But you see, Dr. Laiki, those who put them on videos, it makes you happy. But with this, you see, you'll be watching and at the end of the day, there's no message. You see, so when it comes to streaming, if the thing interests you, Netflix, you can be on Netflix and you're watching a whole lot of movies. But even the network itself is not stable. So I think the data, they have to do something about it. And then the Ghanaian YouTubers, they also have to up their games. There's what they always, the caption doesn't even go with what entails in the video. Just to get traffic on their page. On true stories, you see, you can't just be posting things which are not relevant and expect me to use my data to. So we are supporting each other, just that the government has to succeed and then work on the whole thing.
Okay.
It's too expensive.
Okay, Ronnie. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning. I mean, he presents also yeah, but you know it happens.
But I know the it's part of the business.
I mean, you have to sometimes you have to push some clickbait in there to make sure that people get to see it.
But because
But they ain't also correct.
They are using the thumbnails.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. The YouTube space. It allows for
watch
that.
for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The person might get their money.
Exactly.
030221656 03032216567 or 05488410039. You can come in and join the conversation. Let us know your thoughts on this issue. Ola is saying that Ghanaian movies can't survive online. Let me go to the phone lines right now and talk to a caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My brother, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Bechile. This is Nathan.
Okay, let's hear you.
Talking about this data issue, it's very serious. Like, data is too expensive in this country, and like the last guy said, we can't blame the telecommunications like that. It's the government we need to blame because the taxes is being too much. And I buy data every day before the day ends. I buy data over 20 cedis. Like, yeah, I don't get it.
This one day no be data. It be airtime. this one it be airtime.
I know it's expensive.
Very expensive. Let me talk to Joseph. Joseph is on the line. Hello, Joseph.
Hello, Mr. Slim. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Joe, your thoughts on this issue?
What Mr. Ola talk there, that be in mind. But the painful thing is say, like, you go online, go watch Ghanaian movie for like Netflix. You go watch from beginning to end. You know, go there, like, you never go understand the meaning of the movie. Because sometimes Ghanaian movie, they make sense. So why for waste your data go watch that movie? You see that thing? Recently, I go watch some old Chuck Norris movie. Still, I feel that movie. But I go watch Ghanaian movie, you know, go make any sense from the movie inside. That be the issue. So therefore, check on them a storyline before they make such statements. Because if they spend data where they will go watch something you feel say I get value for this thing, it be normal. So therefore work for them a story rather.
Okay. Thanks a lot,
Right,
Joseph,
thank
for joining us on the line. Well, Betway is introducing the sharpshooter game. So if you bet 25 Ghana cedis or more in any game in Abidjan, you earn a ticket to test your shooting skills in Betway's all new sharpshooter game. So shoot to score and you walk away with free bet and cash prizes up to 5 times a day. You always get way more with Betway. Betway, get way more. Remember, we're regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana, not open to players under 18. And UBA is introducing the Super Savings promo. 10% interest in your principal. That is amazing. From now to February, I mean, we are hitting February, that is tomorrow. So look sharp right now and deposit 300 Ghana cedis and gain extra cash. That means your kids' school fees, that iPhone 15, the building project, and the new television will all come true. Punch in the number 0800 833 833 for more details on this one. Terms and conditions apply. UBA, Africa's Global Bank. Showbiz Review is probably brought to you by Vodafone, United Bank for Africa, Betway, Franco Trading Enterprise, and Game Pack has introduced the amazing Pick One game that has arrived with a bank. Just choose your favorite number from 1 to 36. Stick and then prepare yourself to unleash more moolah by staking 1 Ghana cedi to 350 Ghana cedis. You can win as high as 26 times your stake. It is Pick One. You can play by punching in *946# on all networks or download the app for yourself. Better still, you can also visit our website, www.gameparkgames.com. Sit behind your screen and watch Adum TV 9, 12, and 6 p.m. Daily. Remember, we are regulated by the NLA, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly. Game Pack, more cash, more moolah. Well, as we wrap up, Kwame Dazi. Oh, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, man.
It's something from this show.
Yeah, man. We done. We done, my brother. We done.
Thank you, Kwame.
You know, one talk again.
Time boat, you know, and talk again.
Yeah, man.
I'm a rutical.
Yeah, rutical. Me article.
You go.
In patois,
In patois.
Thank you, Adam.
What be the name?
Trisco. Trisco.
Trisco,
yes.
They go on.
Yeah, they go on.
Yeah, I know when you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ria. Thank you, Nana Poku, for joining us this morning. A billion thanks to our sponsors, Mega 6 Lotto, Awake Purified Drinking Water, Jungle, MTN, and EcoBank. My name is DJ Slim. Up next is DJ Black with Music Box. And don't forget, Love Dedication is on. I keep telling you about that. And this month of love, just dedicate your favorite song to that special person. And I'm dedicating Abronoma to